All right, we're working on place, but we are gonna make sure that she understands every time we say come, we mean come to us and there is reward waiting, right? Bird dogs, there's a bird nest in the bush right behind the camera and she is glued to it. Come. Good girl. All right, so we're gonna manipulate the food in our hand little by little and we're gonna give reward as she is sniffing, licking, and eating, right? Come. Make this one easy. Make it a high platform. Be careful it doesn't slide around, right? That's gonna happen. The high platform makes it really, really easy for her to understand the boundaries of it. Good girl. Place. You can name it as she is on place itself. So she is really, really food driven and bird driven. You'll see she's gonna get distracted. But this high platform sets a really high boundary, okay? And we're gonna give a release word when we're done, right? The platform's probably gonna slide. Okay. So when we say okay and we give that release, she is released from structure. She can do whatever she wants. Now, you can see she's not a remote collar. I wanna make sure everybody understands I'm not cheating. She's not a remote collar, which means if she goes after a bird, she goes after the boys that are playing, I don't have a lot of means in order for it to stop. But as food driven as she is, I can call her off of something she really, really is distracted by. Right now, again, she's staring at the birds that are in the bush right behind the camera. All right, a high platform works really well. It has distinct borders. What else works well? A cot style bed, right? Come. Name it when she gets on it. Place. All right, if you drop food, she'll go after it. That's the handler's fault. Okay? She's making sure I didn't drop anything, and I didn't. All we really want in the first lesson is to teach her that going to place gets reward. All right, a cot style bed. It creates a balancing effect by design. This is why we like them so much, and they're easy to clean, right? All right, so she's not getting the whole handful now. She is licking, sniffing, and getting just a little bit. When she's done, I'll give her a touch release. Okay. So you'll hear Brendan, he'll give me a hard time because I use okay to release. It's too common of a language. I can't break myself from it. So you'll hear a better terminology, which is going to be all done, break, things that of that nature. I can't break myself from saying it. So if you start from the very beginning, that's the best way to get started and not have any mishaps in between. Okay, we went from high platform that is 8-9 inches off the ground. Now we went to a cot style bed. That creates balance by design. Now the barrel is a bird dog trick. You must absolutely have balance and calm behavior in order for the food to be released from the hand. Come. Place. Now, I said place before she was on it. She understands it really well. Clara is 2.5, about 2.5, maybe a little bit older. Food does not come out of my hand if she slides off. However, right, this is punishment. I haven't given it to her. She is waiting for it to be released. I'm releasing it because she is doing exactly what I want. Place. I name it again just for a reminder. I've given a little bit of food from each hand and I release. No, ma'am. Okay, she broke place. She was looking for food. Do I put her back on place and give reward? No. I put her back on place. I do not give reward. I can go to her. I can do a touch release, which is usually a pat on the chest or the side of the rib cage. And then I'm going to say the words, nope, place. I'm going to say the words, okay. I just said no then in order to fix her because she came off, right? Okay. So instantly she goes away, right? She's been conditioned for that. All right, move to something a little bit smaller, a little bit more challenging. We went from a high platform to a cot style bed to a barrel. You understand she slides off the barrel. She has to keep very, very calm so she doesn't come off. If she comes off, she doesn't get rewarded, right? So now we ask for a very small platform we usually use for puppies, but she knows it well enough that she has to stay on it for food to come out from her hands. Come, place. And you wait for it. Place. No. Mark it with no because she came off. If you lure her too far away with the food, she will come off. Now she's off, right? Now she's back on. Place. I didn't drop any. She's going to check, and when she checks, she gets nothing. All right, something to consider too, which I always find myself correcting, right? It is really bright. It is, about 6 o'clock, and the sun is really in my eyes. But take your sunglasses off. Now I can get eye contact, right? Look right at her when you give food. Place. Good. Okay, she's earning her dinner right now from my hand for behavior that I like. Didn't drop any, girl. Okay, I'm gonna give her one last little bit and release her. This is what I want. The very first thing for all the clients to work on is going to multiple place boards, place cots, barrels, small objects. Remember, place is a thing that can go anywhere. It is actually a cheater. The cheater is for teaching stay. Stay in a down, stay in a sit. In the first step, we introduced food luring. We had a dog that was called to place, and it was all based upon positive reinforcement at the right time when they were in the right position, right? So let's look back at it. Call a dog to you. Come. Good girl. Good girl. Good. And now we're going to call to place. Place. Good girl. Good. All right. Interchange which hand the reward comes from. And now we're going to use spatial pressure. That's just stepping into the position of your dog in order to create SIT, right? We're going to say the actual word when we get the position. Sit. Good girl. So you'll see that with spatial pressure, she actually went and would rise up on her back legs to food. Sit. I will actually push back on her snout as she's sniffing and licking, and I will say the word SIT when she's in that position, all right? I begin to move away a little bit and she comes out. I step in, sit, girl. All right, so this is what we're gonna add to it. With your right hand, we're going to add some motion to it, and we're going to use the elevation of the place cot, which is about 6 inches, plus the place boards, which adds an extra 4 inches. And we're going to go in a drastic movement down. Down. We name it when she's in the position. So if you'll notice, I'm going to pick my hand all the way straight up to SIT. Sit. And then all the way down for DOWN. Freebie. Down. Girl. All right, use that extension of that elevated board. Now we're going to go SIT. Sit. Good girl. Again, use a little bit of spatial pressure. Actually, you're going to push right on her snout a little bit to get that rear end to go down. And here is sit. Good. Sit, a reminder. And down. Good girl. That's it. All done.